Welcome back to episode 3 of season 1 of The Old Boys. Still in the Dorset League Senior Division, but 2 games in, 2 wins, feeling pretty good about it. Luke Hurst having 2 goals already, and Fanian, who I just looked at the club info, and he's actually our key player, not Felipe. So that's pretty encouraging because Felipe is going to be gone pretty soon. Let's have a look at the league. So we're in second place behind Cranbourne because of the 3 goal difference. And last game was pretty terrifying that we had to wait until the 56th minute to get a penalty. And then Fanian stepped up and scored. But I would love to have wins that are a little bit more convincing than 1-0 halfway through the game because of a penalty. So while you were gone, I did a little bit more transfer business, signing a few more players from teams around the league, just trying to get high potential players. And I found 2 wingers actually, Chris Kelly and Demenji and Deniran, just to take over from Felipe when he finally goes in January. Hopefully we can get them developed a little bit. And actually right now I'm going to promote, is Chris Kelly the left winger? Yeah, he's the left winger. So I'm going to promote him to the senior squad just so we have someone on the bench. Because Hakan Zamana's good, but he's not really our team quality. So having this team now, this is the team we're going to set out with Chris Kelly now on the bench and Hearn on the bench too. I want to try and get more game time for Brown too, because Brown looks kind of like an exciting youngster and he could be very good for the future. Today we actually have 2 games we're going to play. We're going to play Poolborough, who's actually one of our rivals competitively, and B-Meister. These are going to be 2 tough games because Poolborough is 5th in the league and B-Meister is 4th. Even though it's early in the season, we're playing B-Meister away, and we don't want to play someone in the top 5 away this quickly, especially when there's only 1 promotion playoff. I actually want to see where we go when we get promoted. So we go to the Dorset Premier League, and again we have to finish in the top spot to get promoted, which is going to be tough. And there's 1 relegation spot, which is, I guess, that's kind of nice that unless we finish in the bottom position, we get relegated. But having only 1 promotion spot 2 years in a row is going to be very tough. So here it is. Here's the fixture screen. Cranbourne is in first, is playing, 12th Western Sports Reserve. So I think we've already played this season. No, that was Merley Cobham Sports Reserve. So they're playing the 3rd worst team in the league. We will probably expect them to get a victory there. And we're against Poolborough, who we're going to have to pick up a win against. We're also keeping an eye on the Wincanton Reserves and B-Minster game. Just see how they do away, I guess. But yeah, let's get into the game. Going with favourites. 4-2-4 wide is the formation we're going to play. For the 1-3, yeah, we've got to be favourites. We're home. We're one of the best teams in the league. Let's hope we can get the result here. Again, let's do a little get to know the team a little bit. So in goal is Brad Caswell. He's 20 years old. He started his career at Walsall in the League One. Went to Hinckley and then went to Leamington. Didn't really play at Leamington before we picked him up. Our right back is Shepherd. Shepherd played at Cheltenham before he went to Lindley, and then I guess a loan to Southern Premier, and then went back to Lindley, then back to Lindley again, where he had 100 games for Lindley, kind of a workhorse for them. And we have Kelly, who was at Nuneaton Borough before us, and then Solymore. Had a little bit of time in the Vanarama leagues, but before that was in the Championship. Josh Smith, not young, lots of potential for a centre-back, and I really like that 15 determination and 11 work rate. Started his career at Kidderminster in the Vanarama leagues. Wow, Kidderminster, they used to be in League 2. Well, they've fallen very far past couple years. Our left back is Christian Navarro. He was playing at Oxford City. Played 21 games for them 2 years ago. Didn't play last year, and then he went to us. Mason. Again, lots of potential. Was at Walsall. Didn't play last year, but we're happy to pick him up. Hamilton Forbes. Kind of the older guy in midfield, but had a very illustrious career. Started at Watford, then went on loan to Harrow, and then to the Vanarama, Havant and Waterloo. And then kind of just has been around the lower leagues, not getting many games. Glad to pick him up. And then this is our best player, Fanian. I still can't believe we got him. Released from Reading in the Championship, he now plays for us. 15 dribbling, 12 penalty taking, 14 first touch. He's just a great young... I might think about playing him at striker, but he's just a great young winger at the moment. Very suited to that role. And the man himself, Felipe. I can't believe him. We're going to lose him. Crystal Palace to us. And then we're just going to lose him to TFC. But 14 first touch, 14 passing, 13 acceleration. He hasn't really played that well for us so far, but I think that's because we're playing him out to the left and not up front. Luke Hurst. Luke Hurst was at the Vanarama National and then Ismailian League Division 1 North, but didn't really play. But he's had 2 and 2 for us so far. And then Iber. Again, playing for Brighton and then took a year off. Now he's playing for us. We have a lot of ex-high league players coming to play for us, which is kind of surprising. Especially, look how well-rounded he is. 12 finishing, 11 first touch, 12 heading, 11 technique, 12 off the ball, 12 composure. He looks like a very good player for the future. And then some players on the bench. Brown, got a lot of potential. Chris Kelly. I think Chris Kelly is one we're going to look at just because he came from Fulham and Felipe is kind of in his position right now, but he'll probably be starting after January. Again, just young, aggressive, very good at jumping, which I'm kind of surprised about. Born in Kingston, Jamaica. How tall is he? 6'2". Wow. Yeah, he's probably going to be like a Hakan Zamana on the wing, getting those headers in. Anyway, let's hop into the game. See if we can pick up our 3rd victory in 3 games and move into first place in the league. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Play your own game and you'll win. I have faith in you boys. Come on, let's go out and get ourselves a win. Yeah, because this is a rivalry, there's a little bit more media presence, so yeah, I always look forward to this one. Hamilton Forbes, yes, he's going to be wearing our captain armband for today, and I think he fully deserves it. Our goalkeeper, he's good to go. Roscoe de Sane, is this due to his recent injury problems? I think he's just being rested, it's no more than that. I just want to play other players, I guess. First highlight, Shepherd to Fanian. Oh wait, it's already a penalty, 9 minutes in. Wow, Fanian is really good at winning penalties. He steps up and bangs it in. 1-0 to the old boys already. Oh wow, it's Fanian's birthday too. Well, happy birthday, Samuel. Good he could get a goal on his birthday. Glad the penalty went to him and not someone else. Another highlight, Magill to Buckle. Magill kicks it upfield to Diallo. Diallo with a long ball, but Shepherd picks it up. Back to Caswell. Caswell to Smith. Smith to Navarro. Navarro to Felipe. Oh, Felipe's going on a run. Go, Felipe. Go. Oh, shoot. Oh, Felipe. Felipe probably held on to the ball a little bit too long there. But it was a good run. Glad to see he's coming out of his shell a little bit. He's one of the best players in this league, so maybe he should be running at opposition a little bit more. But Fanian with a good ball in. Hamilton Forbes. Shoot that! Oh, great save from Horton. Corner kick. Hamilton Forbes puts it in. Goes down to Buckle. Iber's going to be the first one there. Iber's going to be putting it in again. Hurst. Fanian! Oh, 2 goals for the birthday guy. Gotta love that from Fanian. He's just a cut above everyone else in this league. He is 3 goals. I think he had 2 assists last game too. He is just a cut above. And there we are, first in the league, above Tisbury United. 5 goals is our goal difference. Just above Tisbury with 4. Oh, Felipe. Another highlight. Felipe to Hamilton Forbes, who puts it in. Oh, Columbus. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that Ibe. So I think I'm just going to call him Columbus from now on. Let me know how to pronounce that if you do know. And here we go, half time. Fanian with 2 goals. I think we're going to go for passionate. I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going, lads. Everyone's happy, so I'm just going to end the team talk. 8 shots to 2. That's great. Let's go, boys. Let's have a good second half. Now I'm going to make my first change here because Mason is having a bad game. I think I'm going to bring on Noel or Charles. Noyeli. Charles. Put him on at centre mid and put Hamilton Forbes at ball winning midfielder. I think I'm also going to bring on Chris Kelly because Felipe. Actually, I'm going to bring off Iber or Columbus. Bring on Chris Kelly, and then do a little mix around with the tactics. Bring back Felipe. Bring Hurst across as the poacher and have the formation like that. See if we can maybe lock the game down a little bit and maybe get another goal. Let me go a little bit more attacking. Oh, highlight. Russell puts the ball in. Fletcher and okay. It's a good goal from Fletcher off the corner. But I think we're going to go a little bit more defensive. Or maybe let's go to balanced. Fletcher with it again. Ball up. Navarro scoops it up, Noelle, to Felipe. Felipe with the ball, pass it back. Good ball over the top. Hurst! Oh, and he's offside. I think that's 2 offside goals now. It's a great ball through from Charlie. And then Hurst picks it up, but to no avail. 91st minute. Ball forward, Diallo to Hayden. Shepherd. Closing down Russell and Jones. Back to Hurst. Hurst to Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly to Fanian. Can he complete his hat-trick? Oh. Good save from Horton. But it's a free kick in the 93rd minute. Hamilton Forbes steps up. Oh, and he puts it in! What a goal from Stephen Hamilton Forbes. That is a great goal. He put it in top bins. Oh, there is no saving that one. That was the cherry on the cake. Glad we could get the victory. 3-1. Glad Fanian on his birthday could get 2 goals. Passionately say, well done, lads. That was a good win. Now it's time for Game 2 of today's episode against Beaminster, who actually won their last game, so now they're in 3rd. And we are strong favourites at 2-5, and they're 13-2 to win the game, but we are away, so we've got to be wary of that. And before we actually get into the game, I want to announce the new signing of Aaron Smith from Peterborough. Started his career at Mildenhall, then went to Peterborough, and then didn't really play for them, so then we snapped him up for free. He looks good with 11 tackling, 10 passing, 13 decisions, 11 positioning, and he's pretty quick with 12 and 13, and he's got great potential for the future. That's why I really want to pick him up. After Mason had such a poor game last game, I realised we didn't really have any other true centre midfielder to replace him, so I wanted to have a good replacement on the bench, and that just happened. I found a better option than Mason, so Mason now drops to the bench. We've got a lot of young, good players on the bench. I think I'm going to put actually Hakan Zaman, I'm going to put to the under-23s, and the new signing, Daniel Ikuchuru. Again, another new signing, 16. He just looked very good for a youngster. We signed him from Buckland Development, and we signed him because of that potential, and I think I'm just going to put him in the under-18s because how young he is. I think he'll get the most out of development there. But yeah, this is the new look team with new Aaron Smith. Actually, but while we're here, I'm going to change the nickname for Iber, because I can't really pronounce his name, so I'm going to change it to Columbus, because I think that's a great nickname for him. Felipe Fanian. I think I'm going to change Fanian's name to Sammy. Just because Fanian I don't want to mispronounce too. So we got Columbus, Sammy. I think that's it for the nicknames. Let's get into the game. This is how Beaminster lines up, a 4-1-2-3 cautious, and we're playing a 4-2-4 positive. I understand why they're going cautious because we're such a strong team. They're maybe a bit worried about conceding to us. This is their highest average rating and top goal scorer. Oh wow, he is not good compared to our team. So hopefully we can go out and pick up the victory. I expect nothing but a win from this match. I have faith in you boys. I have faith in all of you, so go out there and pick up the victory. Highlight right off the bat. Smith to Hamilton Forbes, back to Kelly, out to Shepherd, who gets it to Sammy. Sammy with a good dribble to Hurst, who loses it, to King Edmondson, to Barry. Barry with the long ball forward to Shepherd, who cuts it out. Back to Kelly, to Smith. Smith with a long ball forward to Columbus, who heads it back to Hamilton Forbes, out to Felipe. Felipe on the ball and puts it wide. I wish Felipe would play up to his ability, because he seems to be playing a little bit worse than what he really should be. Free kick, Hamilton Forbes in, and it's a penalty. So that's 3 penalties in 3 games. Sammy's going to step up. Hopefully he can make it 3 from 3. Bang, and he can. That's 3 from 3 for Sammy. 4 goals this season. He is just... I said it last game and I'll say it again. He is just a cut above everyone else in this league. And the free kick, oh, I really thought he was going to put that in again. Sammy with a really close free kick off the post. Throw in, Navarro to Felipe, back to Navarro. Pass it to Smith with a good ball in. Sammy! Oh, and the shot goes over. Good pressure from the boys. Navarro, back to Smith. Smith with the ball forward to Columbus. Back to Felipe. Felipe to Smith. Smith out to Sammy. Sammy with the ball in. Hurst. And he puts it over. Good pressure though. Keep on him. Another highlight. Bissix. To Barry. To King Edmondson. We've got to get pressure on them boys. Push up a little bit. And the ball goes over to Logan. Logan to King Edmondson. Close him down. Close him down, boys. Close him down. Oh, and it's a great header by Logan in the 41st minute to bring him back level. Dang. We dropped down to 2nd place in the league. Tisbury United going first. But we have another highlight here in the 42nd minute. Hopefully we can come back and regain the top spot. Kelly out to Sammy. Come on, Sammy. Do something. Oh, Sammy just slips past his man. It's Sammy! Oh, and it's a great save from Antwell. I really thought Sammy was going to score there, but Hamilton Forbes, he's good from corners. Puts the ball in, and it's back out. Sammy picks it up. Sammy puts the ball back in, and it is headed away, but only as far as Hurst. And Hurst hits off his man for a throw-in the 44th minute. Wow, we've played well, but we just haven't played well enough. I'm far from pleased from what I've seen from the boys. Felipe, again, just having a bad game. I think I'm going to mix up the tactics. Instead of doing it in the 60 minute, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to take Hamilton Forbes off because he's not having a good game. Maybe move him up. Move Smith to the centre. Move Hamilton Forbes out. And bring on Kelly and maybe go a little bit more attacking. See if we can really just out-attack them this game. It's a free kick on the edge of the box. This is a bad position. Falcao off the wall. Up to Columbus, to Felipe. Felipe finding Hurst. It's a 3-on-1. Hurst is not quick enough, and it's a free kick. Is he sent off? And Bissix is sent off. Yes, okay, so we got a one-man advantage now. Hopefully the boys can capitalise on this and get a goal. Smith out to Kelly, the new man on the field. Kelly keeping the ball off that tackle. Hurst, he just puts it over. I think it's time for a little Roscoe Desane. Maybe put him at poacher. Have Roscoe as the deep lying forward. Now I want to make a change, but I'm not really sure what to do. Do I take off Felipe? I don't really have another CAM to put on. We have Mason, but he's not really that attacking. I think I'm going to bring on Brown for Shepherd. I think that's the change we're going to make. Maybe team instructions, focus play down the wings, play wider, see if we can really spread out this team and maybe grab a goal. Abraham, the throw in forward to Logan, to Falcao, to Duff. Duff plays it back across. Sammy's closing him down. To the middle, Smith, Barry, back to Smith. Come on, boys, win that back. No, how'd you... Oh, and Falcao puts it over. Come on, boys, how'd you let him get past you? Brown to the Sane. Brown with the ball in. Oh, it's a great save by Antwell. Come on, mess up the kick. It's a good kick. Out wide, but it stays into Brown, who puts it up, but it's blocked by Avram. Avram puts it forward, but Kelly intercepts. A lot of pinballing right now. Sammy to Chris Kelly. Kelly's running through. Kelly puts it into Antwi. Avram with the corner. Kelly clears it. Avram's going to pick it back up. Someone get out to him. Good closing down. But back into Barry, back into Falcao, who has a shot on goal, and what a goal. And we are sunk in the 87th minute. That was a good goal. Dodd to Barry. Barry to Falcao. Who's this defender who just drops off? Smith. Smith just leaves him. And Falcao has an open shot. He buries it in the back. That was a poor showing from the boys. Wow, I actually can't believe we've lost that. After an 8-minute penalty, we collapsed. Fairly even game. We just couldn't get shots on goal. We had one clear-cut chance, one half chance, 2 woodworks, and only 6 on target and 11 off target. That was our problem. We just couldn't get shots on goal. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have gone that attacking, but we were after the victory, and I thought it was the right decision at the time. And the last nickname I'm going to do before we end this episode is Aaron Smith. Because there's so many Smiths in the team, I think he's going to be called Aaron. And if you know where that's from, leave it in the comments down below. Anyway, I think that's it for today's episode. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Thank you all for watching. Again, we're just trying to get better on this channel, so if you have any tips or tricks, leave them down in the comments. Subscribe if you want to. And WimWam. Peace.